Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a world that most people only hear about in movies or on the news, hacking. But here's the thing. Not all hackers are the villains in black hoodies hiding in the shadows. Some are the heroes you never hear about, fighting against scammers, fraudsters, and even helping to find missing people. We'll be exploring both sides of the hacker world, the good, known as ethical hackers, and the bad, known as malicious hackers. And we'll look at the real tools, the real dangers, and the real life-saving work that happens behind the scenes. We're also going to talk about incredible people like Scammer Payback, a YouTuber who literally hacks scammers to protect victims in real time. By the end of this video, you'll understand not just what hackers do, but how their actions can either break the law or change lives for the better. Linux and hackers. Ethical versus malicious tools, scams, and saving lives. A hacker is essentially someone with deep computer and networking skills who uses them in creative or non-standard ways. Ethical, white hat, hackers are security professionals who test and secure systems with permission. By contrast, black hat, hackers maliciously exploit vulnerabilities to steal data, money or cause damage. Gray hat hackers fall in between. They may find flaws without permission but typically do not have purely criminal motives. It's not the tools but the intent and authorization that make a hacker good or bad. Common hacking tools and software. Hackers, both ethical and criminal, use powerful tools to scan networks, crack passwords, and exploit weaknesses. For example, Kali Linux is a Debian-based operating system that comes pre-installed with hundreds of penetration testing programs. Some key tools include Nmap, Network Mapper, which discovers hosts and services on a network by sending packets and analyzing responses in .wikipedia.org. Wireshark, a packet sniffer, and Metasploit, an exploit development framework used to run attack code against targets. Others are John the Ripper, Password Cracker, SQL Map, Automated SQL Injection Tool, Aircrack-ing, Wireless LAN Suite, Burp Suite and Nikto, OWASP Zap, Web Application Scanners, and many more. These tools help hackers map systems, capture network traffic, reverse engineer software, and launch attacks. All of these exist in Kali Linux's toolkit. Malicious hacking, malware and exploits. Bad actors often create or use malware to infect victims. For instance, a remote access Trojan, RAT, is malware that secretly gives an attacker full control over an infected machine. Once installed, often via a deceptive email or fake update, a RAT lets the hacker see the victim's screen, log keystrokes, steal files, or even turn on the webcam. Other common malicious tools include viruses, worms and ransomware, software that encrypts a user's files and demands payment for the decryption key. Criminals also use things like keyloggers, phishing kits, and social engineering toolkits to trick people into giving up passwords or installing malware. In many scams, attackers pretend to be tech support, banks, or government agencies and convince vulnerable targets, often seniors, to download software like TeamViewer or AnyDesk, which grants the scammer remote access to the victim's PC. Scam baiting and ethical hacking against scammers. Some ethical hackers fight fire with fire by targeting the scammers themselves. This practice is known as scam baiting. For example, YouTubers like Scammer Payback, whose host is called Pierogi, and Jim Browning pretend to be victims in order to waste scammers' time and expose them. They often record the phone or video calls and post them online. Beyond just annoying scammers, these vigilante hackers sometimes reverse hack the scammers. Pierogi's team has explained that they lure scammers into connecting to their own systems and then deploy a hidden payload, like a rat, back at the scammer. Once the rat is running, they gain control of the scammer's computer. They delete their files and gather their location and information to identify the criminal. In one video, after infiltrating a scammer's machine, Pierogi publicly states the scammer's real name and location, effectively shutting down the scam. The Scammer Payback channel even reports having stopped numerous scams in progress and given money back to scam victims. While impressive, such vigilante hacking is legally risky. Officially, Any unauthorized hacking is a crime. Legal and ethical boundaries. It is crucial to understand the law. Unauthorized hacking is illegal in most jurisdictions. In the U.S., the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, CFAA, makes it a federal crime to access a computer without authorization, or to exceed authorized access. In the UK, the Computer Misuse Act similarly criminalizes unauthorized access to computer material, punishable by fines or jail time. In practice, this means only hack systems when you have explicit permission, such as working for a security company, participating in a bug bounty, or having written consent from the system owner. Ethical hackers stay on the right side of the law by following rules of engagement, disclosing vulnerabilities responsibly, and never disrupting systems. Breaking into any network or installing malware without consent is considered cybercrime, so one must always obtain proper authorization. Security measures to protect people. Alongside offense, defenders deploy many security measures to protect people online. Experts recommend basic steps like regular software updates, anti-phishing education, secure browsing, and strong passwords to block hackers. Techniques such as firewalls, antivirus, anti-malware tools, VPNs, and multi-factor authentication, MFA, make it far harder for attackers to succeed. For example, deploying anti-phishing filters and keeping systems patched can reduce the risk of remote access Trojans and other malware. Granting users only the minimum privileges they need and enabling MFA further limits what a hacked account can do. Many organizations also monitor network traffic for anomalies or use intrusion detection systems. By combining these defenses, ethical hackers and security teams can intercept scams or attacks, sometimes even identifying a fraudster's phone number or IP address before they reach the victim. Hacking for good. Search, rescue, and community help. Not all hacking is about money or crime. Many apply their skills to help people. A notable example is Trace Labs, a nonprofit that crowdsources volunteer hackers to find missing persons using only open-source intelligence, OSINT. In Trace Labs, Capture the Flag competitions, teams of cybersecurity pros and enthusiasts scour public data, social media, public records, web archives, etc. for clues about real missing people. The results are compiled into reports for law enforcement. These efforts have yielded actionable intelligence. For instance, volunteers have uncovered new leads on active cases, giving families hope and directing police where to look. Because all search activity stays legal and public, it stays on the right side of the law. This shows how hacker skills like data mining, coding, and networking can literally save lives, finding lost children, locating victims in disasters, and reuniting families without breaking any laws. The same Linux and hacking tools can be used for both good and evil. White hat hackers use these tools with permission to improve security, for example, using Metasploit and Nmap in a sanctioned penetration test, while black hat hackers use similar techniques to break in and steal. Some activists even turn the tables on scammers, as Scammer Payback does, by exploiting the scammer's own methods. The key difference is legality and consent. Government laws clearly define unauthorized hacking as a crime. Ethical hackers always operate under rules, for example, only probing systems they have been invited to test. With the right precautions and motives, hacking skills become a force for good, defending people from fraud, improving security, and even helping communities find missing loved ones. So, as we've seen today, hacking is a powerful skill, one that can be used to hurt, but also to protect. Ethical hackers use their knowledge to shield people from cyber threats, stop scammers mid-call, and sometimes even save lives. On the other hand, malicious hackers exploit vulnerabilities for personal gain, and that's where the law draws a hard line. The takeaway? It's not just about what you can do with technology, it's about why and how you do it. If you're interested in cybersecurity or ethical hacking, there are legal ways to learn and use those skills to make a real difference in the world. And remember, people like Scammer Payback are proof that one person's skills can protect thousands from becoming victims. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the hacker world, Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video so we can keep exploring topics that open your mind and protect your future.